More and more often these days, an interesting story is being presented to men and women in homes and offices all over America. Through a booklet, facts about vitamins, minerals, and Nutrilite food supplement. And the person who presents the story is a member of your own community, your Nutrilite distributor. The factual story has its beginning in one of the loveliest spots in America. Approximately 100 miles east of the city of Long Beach, California, are some of America's most beautiful valleys. Here, the tall, majestic peaks of the San Jacinto Mountains tower above one of the richest valleys in the entire West. Acre after acre of apricots and peaches adorn the valley like living jewels. And here is the rich and hearty green of alfalfa. Many years ago, farmers in this beautiful area found that the soil and climate were ideal for raising the finest alfalfa. And only the finest will do here, because this is part of one of the famous Nutrilite products, alfalfa farms. But it is interesting to see what steps are taken to ensure such a high-quality alfalfa. A very important step is the preparation of a high-grade compost to use on the soil. This machine is called a fox chopper. After the top alfalfa has been cut for dehydration, this machine cuts a further portion of the stalk, this to be used as part of the compost. Raw materials used in the compost include, in addition to the alfalfa cuttings, animal manures, limestone rock, phosphate rock, red rock, and other mineral compounds. When the proper ingredients for a compost pile have been assembled, they are loaded by this power lift into a specially constructed mixer. As the materials are spread, they are thoroughly mixed to ensure the most uniform decomposition. After several weeks, when the compost has gone through a period of desired decomposition, it is turned. Again, the natural bacteria found in the various materials start the necessary decomposition. And in several more weeks, these piles of compost are ready for use. During these processes, the compost is kept moist at all times. When the compost is ready for use, it is deposited in liberal amounts on the alfalfa fields. The compost is used in conjunction with hybrid earthworms cultivated at the Nutrilite farms. The earthworms aerate the soil and help to work the compost into the ground. The effectiveness of the compost as a fertilizer is shown by the quality and size of the fruit and flowers at the Nutrilite farms, which have been grown with this specially prepared mixture. After being cut and thoroughly composted, the fields are irrigated by overhead sprinklers, and each field is thoroughly watered twice between cuttings. Good soil, special compost, proper irrigation, sunshine, and fresh air produce this top-grade alfalfa, now ready for dehydration. When cutting for dehydration, Nutrilite products takes only the upper few inches of the plant. The remainder is then cut for the compost piles. As the alfalfa is harvested, it is carried up by the conveyor belt and dropped into a wagon. Thus, the alfalfa is cut, gathered, and loaded in one operation without touching the ground, and is quickly taken from the field to the dehydration area. The process of dehydration is an interesting one. Let's follow it. The fresh alfalfa is put into this chopper and is cut into pieces small enough to ensure quick, easy, and efficient dehydration. The chopped alfalfa is then carried mechanically to this tray loader, which spreads the alfalfa on trays evenly and in the right amount. Workmen then load the trays into a drying rack and check to make sure the trays are properly loaded for dehydration. As the racks of fresh alfalfa are put into the dehydrator, racks of alfalfa which have been dehydrated under rigidly controlled temperature are removed. When the dehydrated alfalfa is removed from the dehydrator, it is emptied into a large hopper. It then goes through the hammer mill to bring it to a flour-like fineness and is poured from the hoppers into barrels. The select watercress and parsley, which are contained in Nutrilite food supplement, are processed here in the same manner. When a barrel is full, it is weighed and the weight recorded. And at the same time, the container is flushed with a harmless inert gas. The barrel is then sealed. The purpose of the inert gas is to displace air, which has an oxidizing effect on the alfalfa, watercress, and parsley meal. The number put on this barrel is one of the steps of constant control, quality control. This is but one of the accurate records kept even long after the finished product has been eaten, possibly at some far distant point. The alfalfa, watercress, and parsley meal is now ready for the next phase in the long Nutrilite process. Sealed, numbered, and recorded, the containers are sent by truck to the processing plant. Buena Park, California is a thriving community some 20 miles northeast of Long Beach. Here in Buena Park is the home of Nutrilite Products Incorporated. The Nutrilite plant is large and modern. The scope of activity here is indicated by the amount of space required, so that many phases of the Nutrilite operation may be performed within the confines of this one area. The size of this storage building gives us an idea of the activities of the entire plant. Materials used in compounding Nutrilite are stored here until the Nutrilite Control Laboratory has checked and approved their quality and potency to ensure that they meet the high standards set by Nutrilite products. This building is the extraction laboratory. Only Carl Rehnborg and his immediate assistants are admitted to this building, for these exclusive extraction processes are a closely guarded secret. Here is produced the exclusive Nutrilite concentrate. This is a concentrate chemically and mechanically extracted from alfalfa, watercress, parsley, and yeast, and is found only in Nutrilite food supplement. You should meet Carl Rehnborg. He is the man who developed Nutrilite food supplement. He has devoted many years to study and work in the field of nutrition. The Nutrilite concentrate, processed by methods known only to Nutrilite and obtainable only in Nutrilite products, was developed by Mr. Rehnborg. This is where the Nutrilite capsule compound, composed of the Nutrilite concentrate and added crystalline vitamins and vitamin concentrates, is mixed. All possible care is taken to ensure the highest quality finished product. The Nutrilite concentrate is placed in the mixer, together with the added crystalline vitamins and vitamin concentrates in proper proportion. A harmless inert gas is introduced into the mixture to prevent oxidation. After thorough mixing and blending, the Nutrilite compound is ready for encapsulating. The encapsulating process takes place here. This machine places empty capsules into a circular metal disc. The capsules are automatically uncapped. The machine then fills the lower part of the capsule with the Nutrilite compound, which has been fed into a hopper on the machine. The disc is weighed, and the weight and the batch number recorded by the operator. Thus, we see another step in the rigid control exercised by Nutrilite products. The filled disc is now returned to the machine for capping of the capsules, and the finished capsules are ready for packaging. Several times during the processing of each batch, samplings are made, and an extremely sensitive and delicate scale is used to ensure the correct weight for every batch of material processed. Thus, more rigid control. Samples also go to the Quality Control Laboratory for analysis to make certain that the Nutrilite rigid standards are maintained. Processing of the minerals is also done with great care. The minerals derived from alfalfa, watercress, and parsley by Nutrilite processes, and the added minerals used in Nutrilite food supplement, are here carefully weighed and measured. Another step in the rigid control. All the mineral ingredients are placed in this machine and thoroughly mixed. To ensure proper consistency, the mixture is spread on trays and placed in a drying room. Following the drying process, the mixture is placed in an oscillator, which sifts the material into a fine granular form ready for tableting. The mineral mixture is fed into a hopper in the tableting machine and is drawn down onto a revolving plate which contains indentations, each of which is filled automatically. Two sets of plungers work together to compress the mixture into tablet form under several tons of pressure per square inch. And here again is further evidence of Nutrilite's constant control. Throughout this stage of the operation, the tablets are sampled frequently and weighed on these very delicate scales. The weight and batch number are recorded, and samples also go to the Quality Control Laboratory for analysis to assure that the high standards are maintained. When it has been determined that the mineral tablets and the vitamin capsules have met the rigid Nutrilite requirements, both are brought to this room for packaging. The filled capsules are emptied into hoppers, from which they are drawn by slotted trays into bottles. Thus, the count is automatic. This operation also permits a last visual inspection. As the filled bottles move along the line, a special machine stuffs cotton into each bottle to ensure a firm pack. To guard against oxidation, this machine draws off the air and forces a harmless inert gas into each bottle. The bottles are then sealed airtight automatically by a machine that firmly affixes the screw cap. The bottles are now ready for labeling. Here, the final operation takes place. Labels are affixed to the bottles mechanically, and the bottles are now ready for packaging. The mineral tablets are emptied into a hopper and then are fed into automatic counters. The counter releases the tablets into cellophane bags, which are then placed in boxes. A last visual inspection is made here also. bottle of capsules and the box of tablets are packed into one box. And once again, we notice that each is identified with its batch number. The package is then sealed in cellophane, packed 1 dozen to a carton, and the operation at the Nutrilite Products plant is complete. From the time the barreled alfalfa, watercress, and parsley meal left the Nutrilite Products farms, through the extracting, adding of minerals, crystalline vitamins, and vitamin concentrates, measuring, boxing, and weighing, a constant check has been made and a constant control maintained. Headquarters for the complete control plan are the Nutrilite Products laboratories, also located in Buena Park. The activity of the Nutrilite laboratories is divided into research and control. The equipment here is some of the most recently developed and most unique in its field. The finest and most definitive mineral analysis is ensured by the use of the spectrograph, invaluable in the type of analysis carried on in the laboratory. The Nutrilite laboratory is not only evidence of the thoroughness and care which is lavished on the preparation of Nutrilite food supplement, but it is a constant reminder of the unceasing efforts in the direction of further progress in the field of food supplementation made by this highly competent, carefully trained staff. Let's return now to the Nutrilite plant. Here we have seen the preparation of the Nutrilite food supplement, the ultimate destination of which is your home. Here in Long Beach, California, are located the offices of Meitinger and Castleberry. Meitinger and Castleberry Incorporated is the exclusive international distributor of Nutrilite food supplement. This building and the large, highly trained staff are needed to meet the tremendous demand for Nutrilite food supplement. These young women are handling the correspondence made necessary by the hundreds of thousands of men and women who avail themselves of Nutrilite food supplement. And in turn, the entire sales organization was made possible by the founders and chief executives of Meitinger and Castleberry Incorporated, Mr. Lee Meitinger and Dr. William Castleberry. These two men provide leadership and inspiration to the many thousands of distributors of Nutrilite food supplement. So we bring to a close the story of the preparation of Nutrilite food supplement, from its start in the alfalfa fields of the beautiful Hemet Valley, through the precise scientific compounding of the Nutrilite concentrate and the added crystalline vitamins, vitamin concentrates, and minerals at Nutrilite Products Incorporated, through the unceasing research and analysis at the Nutrilite laboratory, through each step of rigid control which assures you of the greatest accuracy and the highest quality. Nutrilite, truly a distinguished product among food supplements.